Here we are in step number 3 of the Mrs. Rutters Perimeter Crochet Kinky Twist hairstyle. In this step, I will teach you how to add hair extensions onto your hair step by step. So we already have our braid pattern braided, and now we have our loose perimeter hair ready as well. We're going to start by braiding individual kinky twists along the perimeter of our head. And then once you're finished, I will show you how to crochet your kinky twist onto your braid pattern. So as you can see, I've already made plenty of progress. I'm almost finished braiding all of my hair, but I'm going to show you step by step how to braid your perimeter kinky twist, and then also how to crochet the kinky twist onto your braid pattern. So to begin, I will demonstrate on one small area how to braid. So first, you're going to use your duckbill clip and your rat tail comb to help section the piece of hair you'll be working on. So next, what you're going to do is you're going to reach to your table and you're going to grab 2 pieces of marley hair. Now this is the original piece that you will be working on, but you want to make sure to split this piece into 2. So when you split this piece into 2, these are what your pieces will look like. So now I'm just going to grab 2 to 3 pieces, which I will grab 3, and I'm going to begin braiding. So now I'm going to show you how you're going to position this hair in your hands, and if you already have previous knowledge about doing kinky twists, this will be very easy for you. So very briefly, I will show you exactly how you want to position the hair. You have 3 pieces of hair here, and you want to grab 1 piece so that you have a 1/3 and 2/3 section of hair. Grab the piece that's by itself and you're going to wrap it around the 2 pieces of hair, just like that. With your dominant hand, use your thumb, index, and middle finger to hold the hair very closely to where they cross. Now use your other hand, insert your index, and wrap the rest of your fingers around. This is how your fingers will be positioned. Now turn this hand under and insert your index finger, pinching that small amount. And now you can begin braiding. So we're going to go up to our scalp and we're going to grab all of our hair here and pinch it between our index finger and our thumb. So once you grab that hair with all your fingers, you're going to continue braiding. So you're going to grab this piece here with your other hand. You're going to turn your dominant hand, insert your index finger through, and continue braiding your kinky twists. Just like that. Just turn your hand, insert your index, and grab the section of hair. And you're going to do this just a couple of times so that you can actually begin twisting. So you know you've braided down far enough if you let go of your braid and it doesn't unravel, as you can see here. Now at this point, what you want to do is locate that middle section. You want to cross these 2 pieces in the middle, just so you don't have that gap right at the beginning of your braid. Pull both sides very firmly and just begin 2-strand twisting. You're just going to rotate one section of hair over the other, and you're going to do this all the way down to the very bottom. This is exactly how you do a kinky twist. And if you need more in-depth step-by-step instructions on how to do a kinky twist from start to finish, I highly suggest that you check out Howtoblackhair.com for the Kinky Twist DVD. You're just overlapping one piece over another as you near all the way down to the very bottom. Once you braid down to the very bottom, you're going to release and finish kinky twisting the rest of your hair on the edges. So now after I finish this twist, I'm going to show you how to crochet your hair onto your crochet braid pattern. So now we're at the point where I have braided my kinky twist around the perimeter of my head. So as you can see here, I filled in all the area of hair that was unbraided, and now my perimeter is completely finished. Now I'm going to show you how to crochet your hair onto your braid pattern. So as you can see, I'm pretty much almost done. I just have a few more Kinky Twists to add, and I'm going to add 2. So I'm going to add one here, and then I'm going to add one close to the beginning of my braid. Make sure when you're crocheting your Kinky Twist, you're doing so at the very start of your braid, so there's not a gap between your perimeter Kinky Twist and your actual braid pattern itself. So first I'm going to add one here, and then I'm going to add one here. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have your hair sectioned. And as you're adding your Kinky Twist, you only need 2 pieces of hair. You need about 3 pieces to add Kinky Twist onto the perimeter, but you only need about 2 pieces to put them onto your braids. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your beader, and you're going to add your beader directly underneath your braid. So I'm going to place that right here. And use your finger to guide the beader straight up through, just like that. And that's the beauty of this plastic hair beader, is that it is super flexible. So that way it's not tugging and pulling against your hair like a metal beader would. With a plastic beader, you can move it with ease. So I'm just going to push that straight through. And this is where I'm going to put the hair through to form the Kinky Twist. So you're going to go and you're going to grab your 2 pieces of hair. And as you can see, I've already sectioned 2 amounts of hair for both Kinky Twists. And I'm going to grab this piece first. So you're going to locate the very middle of that strand of hair. Make sure you're pinching it very well together, and use your hands to turn it just to make a very tight wind of hair here, so that way you can insert it through the beader hole or the beader eye. So we're going to go back up, and this is where we're going to insert our piece of hair that we've gathered very tightly. So you're just going to put that through the opening just like that. Make sure all the hair is in there. And now the very next thing you're going to do is very simple. You're going to grab the beader and just slide it through your braid. Just like so. And the end comes right back out. Take your beader off. Make sure you grab both pieces of hair. Open it up. Insert the rest of the hair through the opening. And just pull through very securely, making sure to use your fingers to lay it very flat against your braid. Now you're going to do this once again. So once again, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. You're going to grab this beader, and you're going to put it directly underneath your braid. Now, as I noted, you have to get very close to the beginning of this braid, and you don't have to worry about the pieces being close together because this takes up a lot of bulk. So you're just going to grab your beader and insert it right at the beginning of your braid right here. Just like that. Use your finger to guide the beader straight up. Grab your section of hair. Locate the middle. Make sure it's very smooth down so you can gather all the hairs. And then you just need to just twist it a little bit so you can have a very nice grip on both sections. Put it through the opening of your beader. Just like that. Slide your beader underneath the braid. And you can press on your braid to help sliding a little more easier. Take the beader off. And if you get a little bit of hair on it, just pull it off. So now you're going to grab both sections of your hair there. Grab your hair, make sure you only grab the section you're working on. Open and put the hair through, and then just pull down. Press it against your braid so it's very firm. So as you can see, both of these will be your Kinky Twist. And now we're just going to 2-strand twist each section down to the very bottom. Just like so. If one of your legs is starting to get shorter, like you see here, all you have to do is take a little bit of hair from one side and then continue twisting. Once you do the same thing to the other section of hair, your Kinky Twist will be complete. In this step of the Mrs. Rutter's Perimeter Crochet Kinky Twist, I taught you the techniques that you need to follow to installing your braids. Just to preview, you want to make sure that you kinky twist the edges or the perimeter of your head and then crochet your kinky twist onto your braid pattern. And of course, if you need step-by-step thorough instructions on how to kinky twist from start to finish, I highly suggest that you visit Howtoblackhair.com for the Kinky Twist DVD. So after you've braided the perimeter, you were to crochet the hair onto your braid pattern. And remember, when you crochet the hair, you have to twist from the top all the way to the bottom. But when you add kinky twist onto your edges, you have to braid first and then 2-strand twist to the ends. So now that you know how to do the technique and you've completely installed your kinky twist, in the very next step, step number 4, I will teach you how to seal the ends of your Kinky Twist extensions.